You're on mute.
Okay. Okay, y'all. We alive now. We're going to give her some time, the other guest. So you know what? We're going to fix this screen. I guess it's just going to be you and I for tonight. Oh, we are live, so I'm going to share it. I'm going to go on mute for 1 second. All right, y'all. Little jazz to start. Try to give the young ladies some time to get on, one of their guests. right, y'all. Sorry about that. So I'm trying to give the other guests time to get in, but I'm not sure if she's having technical issues. Welcome to another episode of Coffee Talk. I'm your host, Shane, and tonight we have a lovely guest, special guest. I speak to her like I know her for years, but we literally just met this season, okay? So I have expressed to everyone that I am now part of I say empire. I know how I feel about empires. And it's a collective group of women. Hey, good evening, everyone, of women. And we are coming together for this wonderful production that we have going on Roku channel. This happens to be one of the, I'm going to say officials because I don't know the proper term. But she pretty much keeps everything together, okay? The flyers, the commentary, everything that we're supposed to be doing, she keeps everything in line. I know as Miss Lavetra, I'm going to go ahead and open up the floor, let her introduce herself. You're on mute, baby.
Mm-hmm. Hello, I'm Lavetra. I am a part of A Queen Story. And again, Shane and I just met not too long ago as
Yes.
a part of this wonderful project. I am the content creator and project director. So, as she said, I try to keep things flowing for the group, giving them lots and lots of information.
Now, those are her pause. We're going to put her on pause because she did tell us her daughters are coming in from work. So we're going to go ahead and put you on pause. Now, our guest, you are able to come on, Ms.Brittney.
Yes,
So she's also you okay. So I gotta apologize because I did not know this young lady was in Chicago. I know that all of the sisters that's on this Roku channel, this Queen Stories, they are in different destinations. So I have to apologize. Where I'm in NYC, I believe Miss Lavetra is in South Carolina, and you are Chicago. Okay, so our time zones is different, but I thank God that you were able to come on. So she was introducing herself. Oh, Miss Lavetra came back. Okay, so she's introducing herself, and once she gets done, we're gonna go ahead and go to you. Okay.
Okay, I apologize. So again, yes, for Queen Story, I write the content, project director. Outside of A Queen Story, I am a teacher. I write. I have written 2 books. I am from South Carolina. Um, I'm originally from Kingstree, South Carolina, but I now reside in Orangeburg, South Carolina. I have 2 daughters. And hopefully I will be getting some more acting gigs. I don't know what A Queen Story is going to do, but we're just positive and waiting on somebody out there to take us to the next level.
Awesome. Okay, so this is the second guest, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Coffee Talk. Again, I'm your host, Shane, and I'm excited about this week because I have a lineup of these women that I am working with on the Roku channel that I'm always promoting, A Queen Story. So tonight we have not only Miss Lavetra, but we have Ms.Brittney. I'm going to go ahead and let you introduce yourself.
I'm Brittney. I'm from Chicago. I'm a mother of 2. I have my own catering business. It's called BNP Catering. I started after my brother was killed. I'm also enjoying working with the ladies on A Queen Story. I'm an assistant director here at Meaningful Milestones Daycare Center. Also, I'm a homemaker on the weekend and sometimes during the week on the evening. Also in school doing my last class to graduate.
So you're in school now.
Yes, I'm doing my last class. I got 4 more weeks.
What's your major?
I'm majoring in early childhood education.
Okay. Okay, y'all.
I just left today to go to the Army.
Oh, did she?
Yes, she got married 2 weeks ago, and now she's gone.
Congratulations.
Thank
So
you.
I want you to loosen up because y'all feel a little tight. Loosen up. I'm a whole vibe within myself as NYC. We're a little different. Okay, so I want y'all to loosen up. We're not militant. This is a feel free, good show. We're gonna have some Q&As. I don't know if y'all getting the camera often, but y'all gonna do it today. Okay, so this is our time to shine. We out here producing and we're actresses and we're teachers and we're moms. We're always a homemaker. I put that on every resume because that is a full-time job.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna relax and we're gonna let the people see and hear us. Okay, so now we are all on this mission on a Queen story. Now, what is that? Well, I believe everyone in my audience know Miss Tangi Roseberg, producer, writer, author, screenplay. What's this other thing? She ghostwrites. She does everything that you could think of, which is wonderful because I do the same thing. So it's good to see and have like mind. I say women. We don't omit men. But
Mm-hmm.
most of the time, it's us that's building these empires and leaving these legacies. Okay, so we are all on the Queen story. We all bring different flavor to the table. So I wanted to know with this, what are you looking to get out of the Queen story? What are you looking to see? What's the future hopes for you with this series?
For me,
Anybody, don't be shy, y'all.
well, for me, for the most part, so far, it has helped me with bad days I've have had because the ladies are so uplifting and we
Yes.
so informational and informed. We uplift each other. It's no one, where they're downgrading no one. Everyone is uplifting each other with the prayer, even if it's just a listening ear. They're always there. Also, I just want to kind of blossom more with the ladies and maybe meet and greet a little bit with them so that we can, establish more things and better, more filming together where we're not just one on one, where we can do things in one location.
Okay, Miss Lavetra.
Ah, well, the purpose of a queen story is for us to share our stories with other women and men and children around the world, anybody. um, and that's exactly what we're doing. Bit by bit, we're just pulling back the layers. We're starting small, but I'm looking for things to really, really take off. I'm just excited about some of the things that are coming up. We have a talk show coming up July 29th. We're going to be in
Mm-hmm.
Spartanburg, South Carolina. And so I'm just excited about the things that are going to happen. Being able to help people and touch people through our stories, because sometimes we think that we're the only person going through something, but it's so many people out there that have gone through similar things, and sometimes they don't have the answer. They want to know what to do. And by us sharing our stories, that may
Mm-hmm.
help uplift somebody, as Brittany said. It may help touch somebody. We don't know where a person is in life or what their thoughts are. And sometimes just hearing that somebody else has gone through the same thing is motivation for us to
Hmm.
push through.
Now, I always talk about my daughter. She's my PR rep, my manager. She's the accountant. She used to run my shops. Okay, it's not that I can't do it, but I'm teaching my children how to continue my. I'm really, really big on legacy. So her topic tonight that she have for you ladies is success. The first question that she does have: what does success mean to you, in your own words? Now, y'all ain't got to go at one time. Miss Brittany, you go on now. Baby went off to the army, so you have a lot that you have. You have, you said, a daycare center.
No, I'm an assistant director at a daycare center.
Okay, even better. Okay, so what does success looks like to you?
For me,
Yeah.
I would say right now I'm with me focusing on my degree. My success will be I want to explore and expand the things that I'm doing with working on my business. So
Mm-hmm.
once I finish school, I'm gonna pretty much get all of that together and expand my business to be better and off the ground. So
Mm-hmm.
me being successful is me finishing school, getting my degree, and figuring out what else I need to do next as far as my business.
Okay, Miss Lavitra.
For me, success is living out that life that God has for me. The purpose, carrying out the purpose that He has for me. It's not about money or fame, but it's about doing those things that He's called us to do. And right now, a queen story is a part of that. A queen story allows me to have that platform to be able to talk on in a different way, to share my story. So
Mm-hmm.
now I feel like, okay, I'm on the other side. I've gone through some things, but now I can reach back and help somebody else.
See? Okay. So the second question she has, do you think success has a stop? For example, do you feel like you're successful and you're accomplished and you have accomplished everything, or there still more you can do? Y'all, my baby 13, she wrote all this and I'm sitting up here stuttering. Okay. So do you think success has a stop? For example, do you feel like you're successful and you accomplish everything that you set out to accomplish?
Okay. So I don't think there's a stop. Um, I think that as long as we're here on this earth, there's always something more
Mhm.
that we can do. I've accomplished a lot of things that I have wanted to, but there's a lot more that I can accomplish. I will turn 50 this Friday. And so
Oh.
I'm like, okay, I'm at the top of the hill. But before I leave this earth, there's going to be a lot more that I plan to do.
So do you think, I'm going to ask you, Ms. Lavetra, success has an age limit?
No,
You know, we 20s. I think 20s is like we trying to figure out life, and sometimes you
right.
hit 30 towards your end of your. I'm loving my auntie phase. I'm at the end of my 30s, so I'm embracing it. It's different than, my sister. She tells everybody I'm one age, but I'm actually not. I'm older. But I just like my auntie stage. I'm having a whole hot girl summer. Please, y'all, biblical people, don't come for me. But I'm having a whole hot girl summer auntie edition, and I'm just loving it. I'm just loving everything that I thought that I would not do. I did the whole marriage thing, wonderful. Went to school, got all the wonderful degrees. I got a bunch of alphabets in the back of my name and in forward. But now I'm living. I'm
Right.
living. If I feel like, because I have for small companies, if I feel like I just realized I'm an actress. I feel
Right.
like I'm a celebrity. I've
Mhm.
made it. I'm going to continue. And this is mom. I have a great imagination because we were taught to be so serious, and we had to go to school, and then we was in church, and then we had to get married. And those instructions, don't come for me, y'all in the chat. Don't come for me. Don't try to sue because y'all be practicing. But it's for real. And I feel like success now, it's like I'm feeling it. I'm hitting it. So do you think that the wonderful age 50, y'all, she don't even look it, that you're turning, you think does success have an age on it?
I don't. And
No.
like I want to do the acting thing. And I always say, well, you know what? They have old people in the movies,
They sure
in
do.
Hmm.
in scripts. So I'm going for it. I have a lot of life left, and yeah, I plan to be on the big screen. So I don't think there's an age limit.
Nope. So, Ms. Brittney, now you working with children, so you got to lead the way. Uh, you
They
telling
learning
them
every
that
day.
the future is there. So how do you feel with that?
It would never be age on success. It's like we
Mhm.
still learning, even as adults. We learn every day, even in the daycare center. It may be something I may not know that these teachers may know because I'm out of the classroom and I've been out for at least about 4 years now.
Mhm.
So sometimes I learn things from them or from the kids.
Mhm.
So I don't think it has no age.
Okay. If you can look back into your younger mind, what was your successful goals back then? Younger mind. My goal was I don't know, because I've always wanted to be a wife, a mom, and a businesswoman in that order. That was always my thing. It didn't happen. So that was my youngest frame of mind. I'm going to open up the floor for y'all. Now, those of y'all that are in the chat, you're more than welcome to engage in the conversation. I can't see everybody. I can't even see the numbers because they fluctuate. But you're more than welcome to add on if you want to put your input in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead. Anyone can answer the question.
Well, I wanted to be everything. I wanted to be a lawyer, doctor, teacher, news reporter, writer, author. What was the question again?
It's if you can look back into your younger mind, what was your success goals then?
Okay, those were my success goals. Of course, go to college, get married, and I did that. Divorced, but yeah, those were some of my goals. And like I said, I've reached some of them, and some of them I have not.
Miss Brittney?
Well, my goals when I was young, I always wanted to be a teacher. I accomplished
Okay.
that.
Okay.
I always wanted 3 children. I had to. And now I'm still working on goals. But my main goal when I was a child was always teaching.
Okay. So back then, in current status, who were your role models? Did you have role models? Um, did the eternal drive push you yourself, your faith? What was your? Who were your goals? What did it look like?
Mm, I would say my older cousins
Mm.
were my role models. Because they showed me like, oh, I can do this. I can have the patience. I had one that was a teacher, and I just go to her job, and I'm like, oh, I really want to do this. Like, I think I can do this. This is something I really would be interested in. Because when I was a kid, I always played school, and I always
Yeah.
had all these papers everywhere. So I'm
Sunday
like,
school.
okay, but it was my cousins. I would have to say, as far as me with a role model.
Miss Lavetra?
I would probably have to say my parents and my siblings. My parents were teachers, and I'm the youngest, so I
Okay.
look up to my siblings a lot as well.
Aren't
They're
you a teacher? Aren't you a teacher as
I
well?
am, but I
See?
ran from it for a while. I ran from it, and then I came back to it. I couldn't run anymore,
Hmm.
so yeah, I am a teacher.
Okay, so those of you that are chiming on again, I'm your host Shayna. This is Coffee Talk. We have the ladies here from the Queen Story Project Series Empire. I have different last names that go along with it. I have Miss Brittney and Miss Lavetra. If you have any questions for them, go ahead and put it in the chat. So another question my daughter wrote down is: do you think having good self-esteem and mental health affects or helps build your success? Mind you, my baby 13. I'm like, oh, look at these questions.
And she's giving some tough questions there now.
Right. I said, well, she not
She's 13. I'm going to read it one more time. Do you think having a good self esteem and mental health affects or helps build your success?
I would say effect.
It affects.
Especially if you don't know how, like with a lot of people dealing with depression and stuff, if you don't know how to manage it, it's gonna affect it. But if you a person that knows how to catch what's going on, you will be okay. But for the most part, most people don't. So to my opinion, it would be effect.
Now, I would say, and I think since I started this project, most projects I start or start, stagnate, hinder, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I get a level of anxiety. My anxiety goes up. Everything has to be perfect according to whatever these rules are in my head, right? Because people in your head
Mm-hmm.
be talking. And so I noticed that with this project, I don't know if you ladies felt the same way. I have to thank the next, what's her name, Lucia. She's in the chat. She says she brings good affirmations in the morning. Not saying none of you have. I don't know who's who, and I don't know by face. Most of the time we talk through via text or messenger. And I noticed that when we started this project, you talk about attacks. My anxiety level went high. People started acting funny. I didn't get no depression because my anxiety was high. So even if I wanted to be depressed, it wouldn't let me. And so I know I felt this far as on my end when this whole series started. Now, mind you, I've been doing podcasts. I have small companies. I've been in the front screen. Hopefully, y'all pick me up. Y'all see, you want to send me those contracts and those grants. We do embrace those.
Mhm.
Okay, disclaimer. But I just noticed that with this project, it's so intense. I don't know about everyone else. It was highs and lows. It's like, okay, I got to get equipment. Then I'm doing overtime and double time, and then trying to get everything out production wise. And it's sometimes I have highs and lows. What about you, ladies?
Most definitely.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm looking at any questions in the chat. I'm looking at you guys on the chat. Anyone want to express or share anything? Y'all ain't gonna, cause y'all be asking for prayer. I know y'all do, cause I do too in the chat. And sometimes I know she's on Lucia. Baby, I might chop up your name, but I know you coming on
Lisa.
tomorrow. Lucia, I know you in the chat. She sends affirmations, and sometimes I just need to hear that because it was like one week, and I went MIA, and I think Miss Tangi called me like, "Are you okay? I need a mental break," because it seems like when you have these projects, now you're a caterer, um, and I know
Yes,
for a
you are.
fact that crunch time, ingredients, allergies, all those wonderful things
Mhm.
come into effect when you're have any projects or whatever you're doing. How do you deal with that mentally wise?
Well, I've learned as it came along. I learned to just process it a little better and kind of manage my time because I used to do everything in one day. So now I try to go the day before. If I gotta chop up all my sides for the tacos and stuff, I make sure I chop up all the condiments, make sure I have everything I need. Because at first, with me doing it all in one day, it was very overwhelming. I was just like, okay, what's going on? What am I gonna do? And I'm like, I need help. And then I got to the point, I don't need no help. I just have to better manage my time. So instead of me getting overwhelmed now as much as I used to, I just try to find a better way to alternate the things that I can do in a way that I can put my stuff together. That way, in a better time management, where I could say, okay, I'm not rushing if I start at this time. And I know I got enough time or break in between before I start a pop up shop or have to drop off the order or things like that. Because a lot of the time lately, I've been doing pop up shops. So
No,
I
I
try.
do vendor and events. That's
Yes. So I try
serious.
to make sure that stuff is done well before I, have to drop off or anything like that. So I found the way to not overwhelm myself
Do you have a team or you work for
by
Dolo?
myself. By
Really?
myself.
Your children don't help, or do you incorporate? No. All right. You shut
Mm-mm.
that down real quick, Mr. V. You said no, ma'am. When it's money time and the hand is out or the bill need to be paid, I'm sure they like mommy, mommy,
Yep.
mommy.
Yep. All the
Mr.
time.
V, what about you?
Yeah, mental health is very important, and I've had the moments of depression, anxiety, so I think it definitely affects your success because you have to be able to find that balance, find that peace. It's okay to not be okay, but we can't stay that way. We have to be able to find that peace and place in God where we can just woosah, calm it
Mhm.
down and do things that we need to do. I have a very busy schedule. Sometimes I look at you, Shane, and Tangi, and I'm like, how in the world? Because I know I have a lot. I know I have a lot, but I'm like, ooh, they have a lot. It's only 24 hours in a day. And then when
Yes,
I
ma'am.
talk to Tangi, she's always like, hey. And I'm like, girl, what
Perky, right?
drink do you have? Because I'm like, hey, but yeah, you just have to be able to stop and find that time to just, take care of yourself.
Hmm.
And,
Now,
yeah.
without going into politics, and I'm a chaplain, so I'm universal. Everyone, I believe, should have some type of spiritual grounding, whether it's prayers, affirmations. What does that look like for you, ladies? Do you have time to do that? Do you incorporate that in your daily walk? Do you incorporate it in your business? Because before we come on, I do pray.
Hmm.
Ms.Brittney, you missed it because you was trying to chime on. But what does that look like? Do you guys have a foundation, a rock that you can go to, someone that covers your head? What does that look like? If you don't mind sharing, you don't have to share too much because it is personal. But what does that look like for you, ladies?
Oh, I don't mind sharing because I mean that's just it's it's inside of me. When I
Mm-hmm.
wake up in the morning, that's the first thing I'm doing. I'm talking to God. It's not, everybody may not see it. We are not always, just in a position for somebody to see us praying, but that does not mean that we're praying when I'm in my car, throughout the day. If I'm just like standing at my door, it's just a part of who I am. So yeah, definitely, most definitely, I believe in prayer, the power of prayer, and God being the head of my life, because without God, I mean, we can't do anything. We can't.
Absolutely.
Provides all of our needs, all of our resources. When it comes down to projects, that assignments that he gives us to do, and we don't know how we're going to do it, we have to pray and listen to find the answers to um to the things that we're supposed to be doing. And sometimes it may be a matter of talking to this person or talking to that person or moving this direction. So yeah, it's just a part of who we are.
Miss Brittney.
I would say prayer also. I find myself throughout the day even talking to God and praying. Whether I'm
Mhm.
praying or just asking him to just look over me and my family, especially my kids, it's prayer for me. And it is no time a day. It's just throughout the day period.
Mhm. That you now we elaborate a little bit more. We actually did. If I hope that y'all were able to download Roku. Those of y'all had to buy your sticks. Went on ahead and downloaded the channel Queen Story, because we actually did skits and commentary on anxiety and depression. So we want to make sure that we're able to reach, whether it's a sentence, a conversation, someone out there, to let them know that they are not by themselves in the way that things are going right now in this wonderful place called America's. You need to know that someone is not going through the same thing as you, but there's someone that can help you. I don't like saying going along, but you know you're not alone in certain things that you do go through. Now, being women in what's called a male dominant industry, y'all do know that y'all are actresses. Y'all do know that you're producers. You do know that you're building an empire. So if y'all didn't know, I'm telling y'all right now, you're building your generational wealth. You're building your legacy. How do you deal with that? Being, chocolate women, and being in this field, in this industry now. Because y'all are entertainers. I hope you do know that. Maybe no one said it, but yep, that's what y'all doing. So how do y'all deal with how do y'all deal with that? Oh, y'all didn't know it? Well, teachers, you are a writer. Um, you're an author. You're a creator. You're an entrepreneur. Let me say the proper industry terms so that you'll know. Well, maybe you might. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I told you I was an entertainer. Okay, so I'm a celebrity. All right. So if y'all look
Right.
on Roku, I see you. You see me. You go on YouTube. I see you. You see me. So you're a celebrity. Okay. So how do you feel about being in this industry? And being a woman, because this is what's quote unquote a male dominant industry. How do you deal with this?
I
I
feel
caught y'all, didn't I?
yeah, yeah, you did. But I feel great. I mean, um, we just do what we do as women. That's just who we are, our essence, our being. So we just, do it.
You doing it. You didn't know it? It wasn't said. Sometimes we look at TV, we look at entertainment, okay, and it's like, okay, that's the description of it. That's what it look, and it's not what you do on a day to day. Like you're a caterer. Vendor events, pop up shop. For those of y'all that don't understand, you are meeting a taste, a need, created something that's going to serve, help, or just give amusement to someone. You have to understand and understand out there in YouTube, internet world, that it helps someone. Well, I don't know with the cake pop thing. I'm not really big on the cake pop, but I have online coffee shop, so we build pastries. Okay, everybody gets happy eating a piece of cake. Okay, so you're this is what I do. You're in the food industry. That's what it is, because they have these big definitions, and you probably didn't know. A lot of women don't understand, especially those of you that are on the channel, the Roku channel. That's what you're doing. You're building your brand. Now, I don't know everybody's brand. Some are designers. Some are actresses. Some of y'all have movies coming out. I don't know if this group, the next group I have coming on tomorrow, they have movies coming out. But this is what it is that you do. Now, it might not be in Hollywood, but locally where you're at, you're going to be have an impact in your community. Going into community, Now, do you guys do any charity work outside of what you got going on personal, or do you give back somehow? Are you affiliated with anyone that you want to go ahead and put your commercial out right now while we're on the internet? Do you have websites? What do you do? Now, don't talk at one time.
I think I mentioned before that I have written two books. My first book is Can I Borrow Some Trust? And it is about marriage and divorce. And it speaks to anyone that may be going through a loved one who is an alcoholic children. So I hope to one day maybe be able to give back to a foundation. My second book is I'm Free, and it is about my niece who passed at the age of 20 from sudden blood clots. So
Mm.
I do sometimes just give books, and I
You
of
don't
course
have your book beside you? We
I do.
You do?
I don't.
Yeah, ma'am. Okay.
No, I don't. But you can
Where
find
can
it
they
on
purchase it? Where
Amazon,
can
Barnes and
they?
Nobles.
Okay,
Hmm.
there you go. Put your information in the chat just in case
Okay.
you helping someone out there. Go ahead. You should always have your props right next to you. Go ahead.
Um, yeah, and I just, I try to give as much as I possibly can. Um, I'm just thankful for the people who have supported me along the way. So I do try to give back when I can, to those who are, maybe trying to get established themselves. I do ghostwriting as well. So I look at that as a way of giving back to community. So, yeah.
Oh, I love it, Miss Brittney. Miss Brittney said I was not ready for this lady. I told y'all to be ready, and I'm looking at her eyes, and I got wonderful eyes, and I can see. Okay, so I want you to lighten up the load. I don't want you to be nervous. You ain't wet the hair up. Is that wet and wavy? We go. This is what it is, and this is what people naturally look like. So I want you to loosen up. If you feel any type of heaviness on you, we're gonna go ahead and remove that and just be natural. Okay, all right. All that. Yes, Miss Washington. I'm gonna just call you that, ma'am, because I'm chopping up your name. I love you so much, and she's on the show tomorrow. I cannot wait to interview her. Okay, so now, Miss Brittney, what we doing? You have the catering. You working with the children in the community. She said I'm a director. You said director, right?
I'm a homemaker. I'm an assistant director,
Oh,
a homemaker, helping the elderly. And I also go inside the classroom as needed. Now, also, if I have also this one girl I'm following on Facebook. She's help families like that don't have children clothes or in need of things, people that in fires and things like that. So I kind of pitch in with that when I can.
okay, so put y'all stuff so the people out there in the internet world could go ahead and hit you ladies up. I don't know if you have business numbers and wonderful websites. Sometimes that stuff is hard to you go obtain it, just maintain it. Okay, so y'all go ahead and put that in the chat for the people. I love you too. Put that in the chat for those that could get in contact with you and that wants to sow a seed into their business. Go ahead and put your cash up in I'm a big sower behind scenes. So go ahead and expand these businesses. Now, the people on the internet world, there's a couple of y'all that I can't see on this end. Do you have any questions for these wonderful women? And if y'all did not get a chance, again, welcome to Coffee Talk. I am your host, Shay, and these are the wonderful women from the Queen Store. I believe Miss Tangi is online, if I can see right. Ma'am, you online?
Yes,
She is
ma'am.
there. Do you have any questions, Miss Tangi? She brought us all together because we are in different states. I'm in NYC. Miss Lavetra is in South Carolina. Miss Brittney is in Chicago. And there's some people from Florida. You have some people from North Carolina. What else am I missing? Uh, y'all don't come for me.
I think
No,
Georgia.
just you don't have no questions, ma'am. What did she say? No. What is this? She probably tired.
No, just listen.
Oh, just listening. So we are. Atlanta. We do have some people. Don't come for me, y'all, the group chat. I'm trying to get everybody across the board, but we have some people. Go ahead and support the channel. It is on your local Roku channel. You go ahead and type in Queen's Story, and we have wonderful ladies that doing skits, and they have one-on-one dialogue, and they are just expressing because acting is a form of expression. Florida, yes, yeah, I know I'm half Floridian, depending on how I feel that day. I'm in Lakeland. Go ahead and put your business in there. We have a young lady. You said tacos. That's what you do. That's
Mm-hmm.
what's the name
I
of your
do. It's
company?
B&P, it's B&P Catering. So
B
I
and
do
P.
B&P Catering.
Okay, put that in there so the people can get in contact with you because everyone's doing banquets. They will love you. Everybody love a good taco. And Miss Lavetra, she just, if y'all, I think she can organize. She does ghostwriting as well because y'all should see the emails that we get with the questions. It's completely format. Okay, wonderful way. I teach as well, but the way she does it, you can see that that's her natural gift. So
But
go
thank
ahead and put your. How can others support you? Yes, that's what I'm trying to get them. But you see this, Miss White? I'm trying to get them to put their stuff in the chat, and they're a little. You know what I'm saying? How can
Vitra
others support
Sullivan.
you? Go
Vitra
ahead.
Sullivan at yahoo.com. I'm on Facebook, Write the Vision, Facebook group. So yeah, reach out to me on Facebook or my email, Vitra Sullivan at yahoo.com.
Now, Miss
It
Tangi
says
gave you a
spell Vitra.
task. She told you to talk about the upcoming project. I'm sorry, Ms.Brittney, but I'm seeing now. Actually, she had questions. She said no. Now she want to put the questions in. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead, Ms.Brittney. Go ahead and put your tell the people out there in the internet world.
Well, I just have I do mainly tacos, but I will do other orders if asked about. But I when I'm not doing pop up shops, my main menu is loaded fries, the tacos, the taco bowls,
That's
um,
big.
and nachos.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and what's your website, your telephone number where the people can reach you.
Well, my phone number is in the chat 773-596-0397.
And see,
And if
she's
you
in
are
Chicago.
Yes, and if you want to reach me on Facebook, my Facebook is Brittney Loving My Life Kimbrough. I also have a business page, but I'm still putting it together. And also, I'm thinking about trying to do my own home care company, so I'll be putting that out soon too.
Group homes.
For the home care, the elderly, like helping the old folks, like they do, like help at home and stuff. But have my own side company.
Okay, well, we all in my project in my business, but since you put that out there, because home care and whether it's day hab or whether it's long term, so she told my all my stuff, but that's a good thing, and we want investors and loans and wonderful grants, and make sure you get the paperwork and the legality done first, because if people sue you, I'm sure, or they try to, they're gonna be practicing. Yeah. Okay. So now, Miss Tangi said, Mr. Feature, go ahead and talk about the upcoming show.
Okay, so on July 29th, we're going to meet in Spartanburg. Um, we're going to have a debate. I'm not going to tell you what the debate is about because that would ruin it. But the queens will be paired into two teams, and we will have a host and we will have a referee, and they're just going to debate on some of the things that we go through in life on an everyday basis. There will be judges. Some of the judges are local. Some may come to us via StreamYard or Zoom, and they will judge and evaluate who's the best team. So,
Mm-hmm. What you said the topic was now?
haha, I'm not telling you. You'll
Okay, I
see.
was trying. I believe the flyers, I think I posted as well. I think it's on all our pages.
Yes, it's on Facebook, it's on our pages. So I will say that it deals with marriage, so that's a hot topic. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, join us, and it's gonna be fun. We're so excited. Because we're coming together for the first time. All of the queens will be pretty much coming together.
Mm-hmm.
I think somebody said when are we coming to Charlotte, but it's in the making. Get to Charlotte, Chicago, New York. We're ready.
Well, I'm coming down here to
Well,
where am
yes,
I going, Miss Gaffney? I'm coming because I was nominated. So I got to come down here, my attire and my whole team. It ain't much of us, but I'm
okay.
coming here, my whole team. I'm so excited. The gala that is taking place.
I'll be there.
Um, this is Gaffney. Also we have our Winter Wonderland in Florida. The Flyers coming up. Jean, you there? That's my mom. I'm surprised she didn't put it in the chat. We have the Winter Wonderland second year in Lakeland, Florida. So we're doing some wonderful things on this year. Um, Miss Washington, if you miss it, then you missed it because it's going to be juicy. Yes, this here debate now. She didn't want to tell me what team I'm on. Okay,
It's
so you
in
know,
one of those emails.
no, the email I will look, but you know when we deal with, and yes, there go my mom, y'all. Lakeland, Florida. Put the date in the chat. The Flyers is gonna follow our second annual Winter Wonderland. Um, yeah, and so we're looking forward. So now when we speak about, because everyone is inboxing me to do about relationships, I try to stay away from that type of stuff because my viewpoint a little different. I think outside the box. And so they're asking for me to speak more about it, which I'm gonna go into this week, this Friday. On we're gonna tap into relationships, marriages, in highs and lows, do or don't. Y'all push your businesses, ma'am. I'm trying to get everybody out here right now. Okay, this okay, December 9th. Y'all, I might be a little slow. Then I'm gonna post it. Yes, we're showing our business and companies relationships. I'm gonna go ahead and hit a topic on this Friday and see how that do. I'm gonna put my disclaimer up at the bottom of the screen because I don't want no men coming for me. I'm just gonna vocalize because it's trending topic, but you know I didn't realize so many people are passionate about marriage and relationships and the highs and lows and did you sign up for all of this or not. So this should be a good show that comes out on Friday. So I'm not going to dive into that. Maybe next time we'll dive into that. But we're going to go ahead and post your businesses. Anyone in the chat have any questions for these young ladies? And yes, we go ahead and support. I strongly believe in that. Go ahead and put your cash apps to help these wonderful women. Because it takes a village and a community to keep this going. No questions in the chat. So tomorrow, while y'all get your questions, I'm going to give you guys time. Oh, my cousin is on. Tanika, how are you? Tomorrow we have Miss Washington, Lucia. Am I saying her name right? Right? Miss Lucia. Lucia. Leisha? That is not her name, and it's that simple.
It's Leisha.
Oh, for real, Leisha? Oh Leisha. Man, I chopped up your. I apologize, Miss Leisha.
I was sitting here like, who is she trying to say?
I didn't change it. You signed the text like okay, Miss Leisha, and I have Miss Yolanda. I can't wait to have these two young ladies on. And I have to check to see who is on Thursday. And then next week, you know, it's the 4th of July. Hopefully, y'all ain't out there celebrating it because we celebrated Juneteenth. I hope y'all not. But if somebody have a hot dog on a grill or a piece of bread, by all means, eat that. But, you know, ours was Juneteenth. We just... Yes. That's not our holiday. So y'all know Juneteenth was ours. They fought hard for us to get the date. I don't know if y'all got paid for it. We only 2 years in the game, but the 4th of July, everything shuts down. Now, if y'all go outside and grill, you know, I'm not going to tell you not to grill. I like to grill, but you know, that's not our day. Okay. That's okay. You can catch the live, boo. Hi, Miss Frida. Miss Frida had a hat on the other day. She was serving, and then she had the earrings to go with it. What's that, royal blue? She wear nothing but royalty color. Royal blue. It was blue. It was purple. It was royal blue, right? And I said, I love it. She also has her her platform, I don't know when she's coming on the air. I'm trying to promote all the ladies that are popping up right now. Y'all go ahead and check us out on the. It was, yes, ma'am. It was purple. That's a royalty color. That's my favorite color. The whole family, lilac, lavender. I'm gonna try to promote everyone's upcoming events, and y'all go ahead and go to the Roku channel. Someone will inspire any one of you ladies out there to go ahead and be creative. It's okay to write something down on a piece of paper, look in the screen, and you too become an actress. Anyone else in the that's what, what it is. It's poetry. It's therapeutic. Drama. I had that in high school. Film and mass media is actually my what I graduated from high school with. Any questions in the chat? My daughter was born on the 4th of July. Hey. Well, you have to celebrate it. So I don't know. I was trying to get out of that. So you probably have to. So go ahead and eat a hot dog. It'd be great. Anyone else in the chat? Okay. So if not, we're going to ask again. I know it sounds repetitive, but go on that Roku channel. Go ahead and go get your Roku stick. They're selling that at Walmart. For y'all NYC, if y'all got to go across the bridge to New Jersey, go get it. Go ahead and go get the stick. Download Queen Story. And we have the first group going up this Friday. So we have some new commentary coming out. And support these ladies. Go on my Facebook page. Go on Miss Tandy's Facebook page. Miss Lavetra or Ms.Brittney. Go ahead and request them and get to know them. And support their business. So thank you for another episode of Coffee Talk. Again, I'm your host, Shane. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you.